Hello and welcome back to Chasing Trophies. Today we'll be talking about a team that invested over 230 million pounds in the summer. They've had an amazing transfer market as compared to last season. Much better. Their fans will be a bit happier. They just survived relegation, and I'm talking about the Tottenham Hotspur. They've got players like Fernandes, Tonali, Van Heck. Even Andy Robertson, they've got him on a free, I think, as well. So they've done some very good transfers, very smart transfers. They spent a lot of money. Last year, they were very pissed off at this time because they were missing out on players like Mbemo, like Eberiche Eze. But now they've done their investments very early. They've done their business early in the transfer market. And the good thing is they're not going to be playing European football. It's not a good thing in general, but I think for Tottenham, who did, after surviving relegation and all these kind of things, they can just focus on the Premier League. They need to start rebuilding. They need to probably aim for top 10. We say that top 4, but obviously I think they need to first get out of the relegation zone and then build the team. They've got more cover now. They've got some good players. I still feel like, the Harry Kane, Son days are like, those were their prime Tottenham kind of days. So I don't know how they're going to get that back, but there are a few good signings and hopefully they can build. Faz joining me as well. Faz, Tottenham last year were so frustrated. I think a similar situation what Man United fans are facing right now. But now Tottenham have done the business and they'll be looking forward to the new season.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. If you're a Tottenham fan, you're going to be looking for wanting to forget the days of the dark cloud where, Thomas Frank and Igor Tudor and, that very bad patch that they just had post winning a Europa. They were probably expecting more players to come exactly these kind of crop. और वो नहीं हुआ. Thomas Frank, आके Arsenal का कप पकड़ ले रहा आके बोला कि भाई we're not going to win games. That is for sure that we're not going to win games. And yeah, I think that didn't work out. Halanki, Thomas Frank, what he did at Brentford, we understood that signing post Postecoglou, but it didn't work out. And the players that you mentioned, Senesi bhi hai usme, I think, and then now they're just going to break it. By the current crop that they have, Solanke, the Madison, the Kulusevskis, these guys can stay fit. The problem is that, ye jo players are in the system. Solanke pe bhi hum baat kar rahe the parson ke they spent quite a lot, but adding Van Heck, Senesi, Dubravka, the second keeper, you got Vicario, who is good. And again, Roberto De Zerbi, जो तरीके का खेलते playing it from the back वाला situation है उनका, तो it'll be interesting to see how Tottenham adapt to that. So not playing Champions League is not the worst thing for them. I think they want to take it as slow as possible. अब Daniel Levy भी नहीं है, so I mean there's a very big difference in this Tottenham side, when we compare it to the past. And yeah, I think as a Spurs fan, you'd want to be looking forward to this season particularly.
Yeah, the biggest challenge for De Zerbi is getting these pieces together. If you see, like Liverpool last year also, they had an amazing transfer market. Both bade players who signed kare. They got Isak, they got Frimpong, they got Ekitike, a lot of players. But apart from after getting all those signings, only one or two guys were in form. Even Wirtz didn't have the best of seasons. So that's where De Zerbi, I think that's where his main challenge will be. He's got the ingredients now. It's mixing it together. Sometimes that takes a bit of time. Sometimes injuries can play a part. There could be a lot of things which can go against them as well. So it's not going to be all rosy if they don't start well. I think for De Zerbi it's going to be very important to start well, but then maintain that as well. For Tottenham, what I've seen in the last 4 years, even if they're getting good starts, they're dipping very quickly, and that's due to injuries. I don't know what's happening in the NCA in Tottenham in London. I don't know what's happening over there, but unko bahut problems hote hain, like with Romero over there, and I think Van der Ven, like they do have issues. Sometimes they look like such a good team. Sometimes they look like such a bad team. They get opened up. There's like Pedro Porro is a World Cup winner, man. He's like coming in a different confidence right now. I remember when
Jet Spence.
Yeah, Jed Spence had a very good World Cup. I remember when Udogie also came, he was like fire, man, for a few. We all had him in our team. So they still have good players and everything, but it's about getting it together and giving Tottenham fans something to smile about, because it's been a very tough last couple of years to have been very bad, even though they've won a Europa League. And that's crazy, right? Like, if you're a Tottenham fan, they were saying that we just want a trophy. After that, do whatever you want. After that, what happened? They won the trophy. They almost got relegated. So I think now they're probably thinking that, no, it's not just about trophy. It's about building a team, improving a team, making them compete in all fronts. Because it's been tough times, for fans who are Spurs, Everton and stuff. Newcastle also, they're just like those middle based teams, and when they go
Hmm.
really bottom, it becomes very difficult for them. So yeah, let's see what happens over there. I think it will be a good
Yeah.
season for them. But where are you looking at them in the table? Are you seeing top 10, top 4, top 5, top 6?
Honestly, I think top six में तो मैं रखूंगा Mustafa, because the, like I said, the current players that we are seeing also, that they have, like you mentioned, Van der Ven, very good, Pedro Porro, Mohamed Kudus, we forget that he's also still there. We've got Kulusevski, they got Conor McGregor. They have a very good baseline to play the system that De Zerbi wants to play. And now it is about adaptability, and I completely agree when you said the Liverpool point. We saw like individual performances ज्यादा थे under Ekitike, and Cody Gakpo had a very decent season. अब Salah उतने नहीं great दिख रहे थे, but कहीं ना कहीं they were managing to get things done. Soboslai has become like something else last season. So I think for Tottenham it will be important to have these, couple of players that will make those kind of a benchmark season for themselves and announce themselves to Premier League. They also bought Xavi Simons last year as well, so they've got a decent crop. And on top of this, when you add this current, new signings, then these are proper Premier League established signings, right? We got Sandro Tonali, like you mentioned. We had Andy Robertson. I don't know how maybe you'll see Van der Ven, more of Van der Ven, maybe. But then you've got Senesi, who's coming from a Bournemouth team. So it is not like ज़्यादा आपको उसमें Premier League में कैसा खेलने वाला समझाना है. So I think top six is something that's a very realistic achievement for them. And also, EFL, FA here and there, if they can just manage to curb their instincts and not go overboard. In a Premier League, yes, yeah, definitely you have an opportunity to attack it, but I think just keep yourself realistic, try to build your system and get the small wins first, and then aim for a bigger picture in the future.
Yeah, it's all about maintaining it over the season. I think now it'll be easier for them because they're not playing Europe, they're not playing different competitions. Because even I remember two
Yeah.
years ago, we were having a discussion that Tottenham looked really good and everything, but then I think Madison
Yes.
got injured, and then some issues happened, and suddenly they dipped, and they became 15th or something like that year, even though they won the Europa. So it's about being consistent over the period of season, and now this is the best time to be consistent because they don't have too many competitions. They
Yes.
can try their youngsters. I think in the Carabao Cup, that's how they should, they should promote that as well. And Tottenham is actually a club that's invested a lot of money. Whether
Mhm.
they don't like their owners and everything, I completely understand that. And now
Mhm.
Levy is gone, but they've invested. They have a stadium like top notch. It's the best stadium
Yeah, yeah,
in
100,000. Yeah.
yeah, it's the best stadium in England. Top notch facilities. If you haven't seen it, the Amazon Prime documentary, I would suggest just go and see
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
like, facilities. When it's like,
Facilities, yeah,
yeah,
incredible buffet.
I think at that time Mourinho was the coach, so like yeah, they have like a very good facility, very good stadium, high class. I think the best. So
Yes.
they've invested a lot in there, but now they need to see results on the pitch. For us, they need to start winning games, and they need to have a consistent thing. And I think you have to be a bit patient, but at the same time, we know that fans are the most impatient. We ourselves are examples of that. I'm gonna probably
Yeah.
also keep them top six. I don't mind if they like if someone says they're gonna come fourth as well, because just for the fact that they're not playing Champions League, I think they have a chance to come fourth as well. But yeah, I'll probably keep them in the top six. And like Faz mentioned, there's a few players to look forward over there, and the new signings as well. It's just about gelling them together. But yeah, that was our wrap on Tottenham Hotspur. We were going to look at the other teams as well, so do join us for that. Make sure hitting the like button, subscribe button. Do drop a comment as well. That will really help us. Thank you, Faz. Thank you, everybody. Have a good rest of the evening. Take care. Bye bye.